Hello. Hi. It's me. I'm playing a Mahjong on a Monday. If you are curious what happened to me, I will talk about it shortly. First, um, what is there to say? There's nothing to say. I will explain why my Monday update stream is so late. Okay, here's the story. Uh, Cars have issues, especially the newer ones. So the car that I drive has a recall, and the car that my mom drives has a recall. So we had to go set up appointments for that, and she drives a rental now for a very short amount of time. So that's where I was during the normal 5 p.m. time slot. Uh, I will remember this when I talk about it or watch this back in the future. Uh, Mahjong Mondays, just so I've titled it. Um, Apparently a lot of people like, well, I say a lot, the number in the English-speaking space is still relatively small, but you know, we're getting there. Mahjong will soon take over. So let me just move further up here on the screen. Um, I had like a checklist or something I wanted to talk about, so I'm gonna talk about them a little bit. First things first. I really do enjoy streaming. Um, Even as just like a vlog of sorts to make memories for myself. Streaming is a pretty good thing to do. And luckily, YouTube lets you do it and keep your memories for free. So that's pretty cool. Um, the thing is, uh, in terms of growth, I find YouTube severely lacking. I don't know if that's correct to say. It's probably just like a me issue because I don't post anything. Um, I am working on the. I've been saying this for like a while now. I think I mentioned it in like late April, but soon I'll have that cover, at least the animation I was drawing for it done. And it's just a matter of singing over it and badly tuning it and posting it. Um, it's definitely an experience, and I have a couple ideas of songs that are a lot easier to redraw afterwards. Um, it's pretty blatant that I'm redrawing uh, Living Millennium based off of the start I'm using there. So when I finish that, um, I can probably take like two of the drawings from that and use them as emotes, and then um, I'll use that as the starting screen with my covered audio over it. Um, and that's okay because I can just mute like the first 3 minutes or so of the video and no one cares. Um, and then I want to redraw. I think I'm going to keep this like scuffed MS Paint background. Well, this isn't one in Paint, but like it looks significantly like visibly scuffed in like a cute way, I guess. It does clash with like me being pixel, but I think it's just like literally a crayon drawing, which does have its appeal, don't get me wrong. I kind of really, it's growing on me, you know? But then I look at the pixel model and the pixel acorn and I'm like, those are just out of place. Anyways, I think after I finish the animation, I mentioned I wanted to work on the 3D chibi model that I used. I think I used it last Monday. I want to get the hair moving just a little bit of sway on it be enough for me. And then I want to give the jacket, because I feel like the having the toggle to throw on the jacket gives me um, color, right? Because my design is this design is very simple. The standout thing is that I'm a boy design that has like a bunch of bows in my hair. That's like my standout feature. My design is like squirrel who likes honey. So my theming is just orange, right? I want to look like nature. I want to look like a tree, basically, like most squirrels do. I really like, um, that's at least like the underlying intent. I'm basically like a gray-brown squirrel mix. Realistically, I'm like a tree squirrel if I were to pick one, but you know. So after that, I'm doing the 3D model, the chibi one. And if I can figure out how to get the hair to sway, and I can do the jacket toggle, then I will probably use that one more than I use this pixel one. Although this pixel one does still have a place, so don't expect it to go away anytime soon. Customizable models are pretty good baselines for character design. I had an idea for like my aesthetic for this character from an MMO that I played, although it's a gender swap design, so this character is based off of a female character from a gender locked KMMO that I play called Dungeon Fighter Online. So if you're one of the very few EN players who plays that game, you can see me around there, and the Explorer Club, which is like your account name, makes it pretty obvious who I am. So I talked about why I'm late, which is IRL car stuff, and then I talked a little bit about me some more. Okay, now let's talk a little bit about the stream for today and the stream going forwards. I think I mentioned this and then I got stuck on a tangent, but YouTube is very good for playthroughs and streams that have like long-lasting merit. That's why I'm doing my update stream on YouTube. Basically, I've decided that in order to keep myself consistent so I don't stop streaming entirely, I'll always stream on Monday on YouTube. By always doing it this way, I keep myself consistent because the enemy of consistency is a lapse in judgment. If you want to start something, you don't have to start it all at once. You just have to make one small effort, okay? Just work it into your schedule, make it a part of your routine. I've done that with streaming on Monday, and I've decided that no matter how early or how late I have to do it, I will stream on Monday. Usually it'll be like a short 2-hour update stream, which is what this one's looking like to be. So I'm planning on playing 2 or 3 games of Mahjong Soul. But yeah, those are my Mondays. Eventually I'll start dual streaming these, but until I have a reason to, basically, then there's no difference between having it like this and having it as just a YouTube thing. That being said though, I am moving the rest of my streams to Twitch, and that's a good transition to something I did like last month but didn't keep doing. POW. Hey look, it's my name, right? Yeah, okay. So if you didn't know, for some reason, my name is 2 jokes, okay? But like, that's not a character name. it's like an account name, and I like the SEO on. Well, I don't need to worry about that right now. But basically, my my stuff's name is 2_jokes, but the character name for this little chibi tutor here and for my models and stuff is Tujo Oaks. Oaks' last name, obviously because of the squirrel relation, you know, because squirrels have to have something related. It's like a classic character naming thing. You know, you hear oaks and you think of trees and oak trees and acorns. So there's the through line there, if you want to call it that. Blink, blink. So I redid my schedule. I didn't change the border. That's coming later. Although don't expect it to look much better than this, is what I will say. I probably just make the green border look better, and I actually make it a border I can use to shrink games, so that way I'm just not blocking the screen. Although I'm gonna be honest, I think I'd rather just be blocking the screen, and if I have to make myself rotate or shrink, I can exemplify this. Oops, wrong one. If I have to make myself move around the screen or rotate to fit somewhere that makes sense, I think I'd rather do that. So, you know, many such cases. Now I'm going to put myself back the right way. Whoa, error. I'm so professional. Moment, please. There you go. Okay. Back to the schedule. This is the Mahjong Monday stream. It should have been at 5. It is now at 10. And we're going to 2 hours. So the stream will end sometime between, if you're on PST, sometime between 9 and 10 p.m. Tuesday, at my regular time slot, which is somewhere around 4 or 5 p.m. EST, will be a Teamfight Tactics stream, because I want to buy Cafe Cutie's Annie, but I don't have the money, so I bought the Battle Pass instead, so I need to farm that for the tokens. And then if I don't get it after that, I'll put more money in. Because my 2 favorite League champions, and I don't play League, I only play TFT, are Poppy and Annie. So I want tokens to get Annie, because they apparently don't care about Poppy. And I'll be fine with just the default Poppy chibi. So that's why Wednesday and Tuesday are both TFT. Wednesday will be early, because I'm assuming my Wednesday will be just as busy as my Monday, so that's why I'm blocking it out there. Thursday is MMO day, but no one watches that MMO anyways, so I'm not going to stream it. That way I can watch my own streamers during that time slot. Friday will also probably be around 4 or 5 p.m. EST. The goal is to stream there and then host into someone else playing Mahjong, just to get my name and someone else's name out there. Many such cases. Saturday, I don't know what I'm doing. I've been eyeing Racoin, so I might buy and play that. Otherwise, I could talk myself into playing Rabbit and Steel or TFT. It just won't be Mahjong, is the thing. All I know is that on Saturday it's probably not Mahjong, but I could be talked into playing something I've streamed before. Might be BS. It should be at the same time. I don't know. It'll be at some random time. I didn't put a time there. It might be at late night, and it might be BS. It might be early morning and it's just more TFT. It's probably not Mahjong. It could be Shadowverse. I think the set is changing in that game again. I don't know. I'll figure it out on the Saturday, but I do expect to want to stream on that day. Um, you might ask yourself, why am I jumping into the deep end? Look at that. I'm scheduling 5 streams this week, and the reason why I'm doing it is because I'm doing the streams on Twitch. And I'm doing the streams on Twitch for 2 reasons. One, personally, I think that for live streaming, Twitch is a better website. Uh, Unless you're streaming something that has longevity. And I think I've talked about this before, but longevity is like story mode single player games or games that are not changing from patch to patch. I don't know, but in my mind, for example, in my mind, teamfight tactics games or battle royales in general are good to watch on the patch if you also play the game, so that way you have a reference for how your own games and the meta around it is developing. Whereas if you watch like a video of a patch that's long past, it gives you less of an idea unless the general concept of the game stick. And for games like Teamfight Tactics that change from set to set and the rebalances are never the same, I don't see that kind of longevity having value there. I guess there's like the same case for like Shadowverse as well, because you can just make the decks in unlimited, so there's no reason to... Like the metagame will never be the same, so there's less reason to do it unless you're watching at the same time. Which is why Dan does like... At the beginning of the set, Dan will assuming if you know about Shadowverse content, there is a relatively well-known Japanese Forestcraft only player named Dayan, D-A-Y-A-N. And he just always plays Forest. So at the beginning of every set, he'll stream a bunch of Forest games, and then he'll make highlights of his stream matches with like the various Forestcraft decks that he's made. So he's an example of like, the streams have value because you're watching the games as is, but he only makes like deck highlight videos at the beginning of the set when it's more likely that they'll last the whole 2 or so months between releases, when they can still get views from people who want stuff. Or maybe this is just my own like special breed of autism or something. But basically, I don't think in games that have patch-to-patch changes without like overarching tech, there's value to it. Like the longevity of the YouTube storage. That being said, if you're watching like a story game or a playthrough, by all means, that's where YouTube would go. Like if you're doing like a speed runs of the library cleanup game, or like Mina the Hollower was a new game that came out, you would put that on YouTube. At least the first run, I think. But the other runs you probably wouldn't, unless they had highlights in them. The same thing with like Pokemon Champions ranking content is probably better streamed and left as a stream, but not posted as a VOD, unless you were doing like a team highlight. But if you are taking like a pre-established team and just ranking with it, I don't see the value. But that's just me. Anything else I want to talk about? Topical? At time of recording, there's a Nintendo Direct tomorrow. For the Americans, this is the day after 6-7. If I was using my 3D model, I would move my hands rapidly. And then we're going into 6-9. Lol. Nice, as people would say. Don't worry. On July 6th, which will be 6-7 for the rest of the world, I will use my 3D in whatever state that it is in to do the hand motion, so that way all the non-Americans can keep the meme alive in 6-7 loudly and obnoxiously. There's also a Nintendo Direct tomorrow, so happy tidings to the people who watch that. I personally, despite not owning a Nintendo Switch, am excited for the Pokemon Champions news, because I want to play that game on my phone when it comes out. So that's what I'm looking for. I don't play on Pokemon Showdown, but it is a browser-based website source that you can use to theory craft Pokemon and such. And I've been cooking up a Mega Gardevoir Lucario, like a dual Mega Gardevoir Mega Lucario team that I wanted to try ranking with. Not because I have any special attachment to Gardevoir, but just because the coverage on it seems fun, and I can then use Lucario to blow up the annoying stuff that Gardevoir can't hit. If there's something else I wanted to talk about, I'm forgetting about it right now. I don't know. Talking is good. I don't have many opportunities to talk. So even if I'm the only one who hears this and it's just a vlog for me, it's always good. You'd be surprised how different it is when you verbalize your thoughts. Instead of just talking into the void or inside of your own head. Kind of how you stew yourself alive. But enough about me. How about we get to the Mahjong? I think we're gonna take a pause on the separate music. Switch over to Mahjong music. If you guys don't mind. I'm not sick of the Mahjong music yet. As for what characters we're gonna have in rotation today, let's have Noayako this time. I'm gonna run both Chihori. I'm gonna run two of the guy characters I think I like. Let's do upgraded Gilgamesh instead of the regular one. I do not like this guy's soccer shirt. That's what I will say. Let's throw in the paid for Nana Huskin as well. We are ready for Jade Room. My last 3 scores don't matter because I played them in East. And if I could filter my match history by wins, I would show you that. I can show you it here though. I have a first, a third, and a second in East Wind, which lines up with this. Maybe? Maybe it doesn't count, and this is just all my South games. We got below 1,000 points, so hopefully we can avoid 4th place here and end above 1,000 points. We hit Chiori. The hand looks kind of mid, all things considered. And that does not make me have a better outlook on it. So we will go. I kind of spent the first 20 minutes of stream talking, so there's not really much more I think I want to say about me in particular. Something I do think I also want to try, because I'm bothering to make the schedule graphic, I'm just not posting it anywhere. If you look in the links down below, LolXD, I do have a Twitter I don't use, except for following art of my favorite VTubers. So I could probably just post the schedule there, and then also post when I'm going live on there. That's probably the best use of it by now. Because it's just more eyes, right? I feel like I'm supposed to go for pairs here, by the way. There was some chance of playing this hand standard and it just completely flew out the window. Also think I am compelled to call Ricci because I have a red 5, so the door will put me in an unofficial. Never mind. Also need to turn on the Ricci music again. I'm gambling on 3. I guess I drop 5 next, if nothing else is safe. I don't want to completely fold, but it's not bad to fold here, because, I mean, the triplet's kind of playable. I don't want to completely fold, although I think I have to now. The issue is that the 5 was, no, never mind. There it is. Guaranteed safety. Oh, did you know something? I only figured this out recently, but the background you have in Mahjong Soul determines the particle effects when you click the mouse. So because I'm using the free background from the Fate collab, I have the flower petals design. Wow. Ripping an Ipatsu is kinda nasty, you know? An impressive hand. I didn't pay a Ricci stick for it though, so I come out on top. I guess I can talk a little bit more about like my plans. I'm not the best artist ever. I think looking at my my sense of design for the background or the schedule border makes that abundantly clear. But I feel like I have some sort of taste. I feel like the next thing that I want to draw is like in the same style as like the loading screen, which is like more solid and bulky colors. I want to draw, I'm thinking of like a tree in the center, and then I can have a little chibi version of me. So think this version here probably, but not pixelated. And the idea is to have it go on the bottom of the screen, and then the right, and then at the base of the tree, picking up an acorn, and then zipping over here and doing something, zipping up here at the top of the tree doing something, then zipping here, zipping here. But that's just, sounds cool. It's not a reality yet. Thinking back to the Mahjong hand, I'm 2 tiles off of Tenpai, and there's a potential for a pure straight. If I can get rid of the 5 safely, I can draw into preferably 3 first. So that way my weight is better by default. I'm not opposed to single weighting on the 3. If I have to do it that way, my hand has no value. So it kind of sucks. The issue is that it's taking so long for me to discard the 5 that it becomes more dangerous to hold, I guess. Realistically, tiles like these you want to get rid of faster if you're not confident you can use it. The issue that I'm having currently is that this is my fallback pair in case I draw 1 or 4 first. I'm still one off, and I can still get a pure straight. You could think about keeping the 2 for longer. I don't want to worry about it. Wow. Oh, okay. They are a dealer though, so I guess that's good for them. I guess you could argue that dropping the 1 is just always wrong because it gets me further away from being ready-handed. Because if I draw the 3 and that state, I don't think I can actually win with it. But winning wasn't exactly on my mind at that point. The round had taken so long that I conceded in spirit, is what I would call it. Looking at this hand though, we are pretty close to a decent Ricci. If you can mind my unsorted tiles, simply moving this 1 over here gives me a Ricci for 1-4. And the odds on that are pretty good. It's not worth a lot of points, mind you, but you know. This seems like a game where moving the seat's more important than getting points so far. You see, the 9 is interesting because I can hold it and single weight on it, and it's not even that bad of a play to make. Unfortunate. 3. I think I will give up the Dora tile for it. Because either way, I'm waiting on a pawn. Ooh, someone's playing clothed white dragons. That's cool. All the 5s are gone. I don't think he's going for half flush and man tile. He could be though. Look at his discards. Ooh, wow. 5, 5, 4. I think I have to cut the pins to hold it. This is still 1 off of Ricci, by the way. Just the my outs are going kind of fast here. I need a 4 or 7, and there are a couple of them are gone already. Ooh. This is Pinfu, by the way. It kind of sucks that all the 4s are visibly gone, but... Oh, he missed triplets. It's not so bad. I mean, he is dealer, but also this person, I don't know what the P in their name stands for, but they're not paying any. It's obviously not P for paying attention, because open mon, all mon discards. You should just not drop this tile. You're conceding anyway because you're already facing down a Ricci and you're in last place by points wise. There's still more than enough game left where you should feel pretty safe conceding there. Maybe I'm just a big baby. Maybe I am just a big baby, and I play safe too much. It wouldn't be the first time I heard of that complaint. The white dragon has already been extinct. That's kind of cool. Green dragon's also looking pretty cooked. There's actually a good chance of Ricci here. It's not worth points, mind you, because the red dragon wants to exist as a pawn. I'm gonna take it, actually. There are so many 6s and 9s gone that if I don't take this one, I don't think I'm gonna draw into it. I would much rather have to drop a 4 and wait to palm the red dragon. Otherwise, I think my win share for this hand is 0. I can't pivot to holding the 3-pin because my hand will be stuck on Theory 10 if the 4 is dropped again. Like, I can't take this. I mean, you shouldn't take it anyway in this position because your hand's not worth any points, but I couldn't take it even if I wanted to. I'm folding, by the way. My hand has no value in it, and I can't drop the red dragons to move my hand around because someone wants to call pawn on it for sure. And this guy's half flush pins or so tile. Looking at his discards. I'm gonna cut 7 before this guy's hand can change to take it. Then I cut the north next, I think. Never mind, I can cut the 2. So the chance of his hand finishing on the 2 after he cuts it is so low that it's worth the risk. There's no panic here. This is a pretty safe fold, all things considered. Okay. Red dragon was just walled. That's fine. I see no reason to risk Tenpai. Like, you can always call pawn and drop the Dora tile, but it's the Dora tile. I'm not gonna do it. The chance is so high to get destroyed for no reason. If this person had a... Like, let's be realistic. I'm not gonna get Ron by this person with it, but the chance of this person having something hidden is enough that I want to play scared. Of course, hindsight tells you that you're right, but I think in most cases you're supposed to take the risk anyway. I'm not gonna go for a straight. I think the north can go now. I know my hand looks kind of stupid, but I have a lot of single tile weights I'm kind of waiting for, if that makes sense. If you let me unsort my tiles for a bit. I basically stuck my hand like this. Ooh, I did draw it. That's crazy. The issue now is that I'm doomed to always have a single tile weight. Yeah, not calling Ricci is the epitome of greed. Now that being said, if I had called Ricci there, I would have wronged him. I think he would have died, and I would have been in 3rd place. 6. This is just me playing for greed, by the way. This is pure greed. Because if I had Ricci, then... Oh, hidden. This guy is just so unlucky. He's Master 3. I guess he's a swinging player. If I call Ricci and I Ipatsu him, I have the Ricci stick and 3 Dora in hand. I think he just dies. And if he dies, I only gain 4,000 points and I end in 3rd place. Not that there's anything wrong with 3rd place, and it would probably give me time to play 2 more games if I did call it on him. So I probably should have called Ricci. I was kind of hoping to get a Pinfu weight that I could use to have a closed Mangon and hit somebody else with it. Because I'm gonna be honest, the points you can get in between placements don't matter as much as the placements themselves. Like, I don't care about getting a high 3rd place or a low 2nd place, because simply being in said places is where the value of the hand is derived. Although maybe that's just my greed talking. If I had a viable closed hand there, I would have just clicked on the auto call button and rond him anyway, so call it what you will. I'm supposed to do this, right? The first one is right, the second one is not. Which means both of the cons are wrong. I believe the first con call is right, and the second con call is wrong, which means both con calls are wrong, if you can believe it. Luckily I have safe tiles, so I don't really care. Fairly certain this is safe as well. Kind of a shame that I called con twice to have a hand with no Dora in it, but such is life. I see enough like stuff that I'm not afraid of 7 Suji wise. Like, do I have better options? I think the 2 is safer to hold to try and like win. This guy's still pushing for a Sotile flush, by the way. He has not given up yet. That is a tile I cannot drop. If I find another dangerous tile, aw man, that's unlucky. Then my hand is cooked. Yeah, I can't drop the east. Psychopathic behavior. 3. I'm not gonna drop 9. I think 6 is safer than 3. Single weight 4. And no Dora as well. You know, I respect the effort. He needs a sumo anyway. That guy was in the past 13 weight, 13 orphan. Wild hand. By the way, this is pairs again, but I think I'm just conceding, which kind of sucks since my dealer seat, but I don't really want that to happen. Ugh. And just like that, you are now back down below me. How the crumble cookies. Looking in hindsight again, if I had wronged this guy on the 4-pin, the game would have been over and I would have been third. Now if the game ends and I'm in second, I would get more points now than I would have gotten then. So I'm still stand by my decision to play for greed. And it's not like this guy still can't just keel over and end the game immediately. His position is still relatively awful in this game. Just like my hand, actually. It's kind of really ugly. Is that all the 5s? All the 5s are gone now. Ooh, this hand got really cute all of a sudden. I think I want to cut a 3. Oh, I'm going to cut a 4 actually. Because there are no 5s left, so having this sequence be alive is kind of a waste. Question mark? Wow, that's fast. Wow, that's actually depressing. He's not... Oh, he is dead. Oh, he died. That is crazy. That's 57, by the way. If I had ended the game with 30,000 points, I would be neutral. So me being 3,000 points down in second is actually still beneficial. Yay, we're above 10k. We still have more than enough time for like 2 more games. Especially if they end quickly like this. Oh, what I should do actually, we can still cancel. I wanna change the dorm background. So that way you can all see the clicking. So see, it's a flower now. And you switch it and save it. Petals. And I have bought this one. Fireworks. And I think this one is also petals again. So these two are like... This is default. This is the event, so it's the same background. And this is paid, so it gives you the firefly sparks. And then this one gives you flowers. Okay, let's dive back in. Back into the Jade room. I'm honestly hoping for another second. Seconds are pretty good. Ooh, we rolled Gilgamesh. The hand is kind of awful, but we don't need to win. I got second by doing nothing, right? I got no Rons, no Richis, no Tenpai. Well, I got Tenpai once. Technically twice, but I didn't commit to pawning the red dragon. So realistically only once. I know there's like alternate background music for like the rounds in Mahjong Soul, but those are like pull based, and I haven't pulled on the Mahjong Soul banner in so long that that's amazing. Don't have any of them. I do plan on pulling on the Akagi banner, but that's for like just like general ticket spending. I don't think I would switch to playing any of the characters like fully. On. Interesting. Is this guy half flushing attempt? He makes me. Okay. Well, I want to drop an 8. That's probably safe. It's probably safe into everybody. Wow. I can take that, right? Psych. I'm gonna make like a chicken and concede. So not my circus, not my monkeys. I'm gonna unsort my tiles for discarding here. Wow, so lucky. Oh, we didn't get to go for the full flush. Just triplets is fine. I guess the Ricci made him decide to not read it. Dragon. I'm going to call pawn here. I can also get out fast. I don't think I get to have triplets though. And I already got unlucky because I dropped an 8 first. That's a very easily pawnable tile. I kinda want to see white dragon if I could choose my next draw. If I can pick, white dragon looks pretty good. We're still early enough that I would wait on the single tile red dragon if I was given the opportunity to do it. That being said, single tile waits are never favorable. The potential of being one tile off of winning makes me have to pivot here and drop the red dragon early. I don't expect to win even if I'm waiting on it though. It's quite unlikely, to say the least. There goes a 3. I can no longer accept the Dora tile by dropping this tile. And I think it's safer than dropping 5, realistically. Because the dealer looks like they're prepped for a half flush attempt. Just take my humble 1000 points. Get set back to neutral and we continue the game. Wow. I don't know if that 9 is good or bad for me. I'm 2 tiles off of Ricci. That 9 is definitively bad for me. If you're a dreamer, you can go for 3 parts 7, 8, 9, but I don't believe he says as he immediately draws an 8 so and gets punished. Because you could easily drop the 2 to hold the 9, I guess. I'm not gonna do it. The hand is already so good that I just don't need to do it. The bottleneck is the 7 pin that I need to get in my hand to get ready. This shape completes if I draw a 7 or an 8, or... This shape completes if I draw another 7 or an 8. This shape completes if I draw 1 or 3 or 4. This shape only needs 7. Wrong type of 4. And then these are just already finished. So like pair, sequence, sequence that needs 7. I did draw it. Oh well. Because the play then is to drop this, and drop this, and drop this. So I'd still be 1 tile off. No matter what my discards were, I would still be 1 tile off of Ricci, currently. I'm gonna go for Tanya, although I feel like it's too late to do that now. Tanya now is pawning the 8, and then waiting on 3-8, which is kinda uggers. I feel like this is mandatory. I have a Doro this time, so the hand's not worthless. But this is like the only way I'm gonna ever finish it. The weights are kind of stagnant. All of the 9s are gone, and 2 7s are gone, so 8's kind of hard to use unless it's a pair. The same way with a 2-3, other 2s here. Not a lot of 5-6. All the 6s are gone. Most of the 6s are gone. I'd say the wrong chances are fairly high. Unless I start drawing pin tiles, then I should be scared. But I didn't, so we're okay. Yay, I'm in temporary first. By a negligible amount of points. Whoa, look at that, we get east. That's what I like to call improvement. Ooh, that's so good, actually. The shame is that I'm not 1 tile off because I'm stupid. I don't care about breaking the hand, by the way. If an east wind is never dropped, then that's just a bad beat, as the kids say. It would be just a bad beat. If we draw into 6 pin, I can consider taking the hand to simples. But I think as dealer, even if you make it abundantly obvious you're waiting for your win tile to win, you just shouldn't back down from this hand. So I'm just gonna open up early here. Hope that it's not buried at the bottom of the wind. If it were to be anyone, it would be you. My hand is kind of static. I think I do call can if I see the extra 2 or the 4. Because I have no self-control. Otherwise,
No.
aw man. He has the same weight as me. The game progresses forwards. Oh well. I'm not too disappointed with that. Relatively cheap price to pay to get out of the dealer seat. The hand cries out to me. It wants to be all simples, where I drop the 1s and the south, and chi the 3 and the 7. Or maybe not. There's still a closed hand chance here. Oh well, or maybe not. Scary. I just take the guaranteed safety, I guess. The issue with this discard is that 6 doesn't exactly look safe, so I can't really guarantee on getting it out of my hand. Whereas I think 1 does look safe after the fact. So I could have reasonably dropped 2 and then 1 and called chi on his 7 to keep myself still ready to win. Ooh, that's mean. The 6 was an Orodora as well. I'm happy that my what I thought would be the better discard path would have been correct. I know I didn't take it, but it's good to make those retrospective guesses before the results are revealed. That being said, if you know what the correct play is, and then you make the wrong play anyway, you're kind of just an idiot now. But, you know, we're all just a little bit confused. No one plays perfectly. And the Mahjong Soul does in fact have a timer on it, so you are somewhat incentivized to rush your plays, even if just a very little bit. Not that I made full use of the 20 seconds the game gives you, but something to keep in mind so you don't beat yourself up over it. My draws are very helpful indeed. I am very glad that I have drawn these tiles in this specific order. I should have just played 7 pairs. Because if I had the future sight, this goes away, this goes away. I dropped the 6, and I'd be in Richi for 2-5. The better thing is I I don't have simples, but I do have pin food potential, I guess. That being said, 3 of the 9s are gone, which makes connecting this last piece kind of difficult. It's very possible you're supposed to switch off of the 3s to get into all simples chance, but it removes me from being 1 tile off of Ricci, which is why I chose not to do it. If I draw 6 or 3, I am in Ricci. I guess the same is true for 2 and 5, but you know. Is this guy going for half flush again? Wow, Ricci music. Jump scare. G? If I were a betting man, by the way, I think I lose this hand. At least that's what I put my odds on. Oh. Well, I suck at gambling. XD. Wow, it's Orodoro as well. It's crazy. Undeserved Mangan with Orodoro Ipatsu. I just wanted a humble Ricci Pinfu. And now he's back in 3rd. His emotes are kinda cute. Punished, evil, swords. I didn't buy his collab though. The special idol stage outfit collab. I only did that for the Kuro girl. Kuloi. The only character I didn't get from that collab was Miyu. I didn't have enough free pulls for her. That being said, I also know nothing about her character, so is it really that big a loss? My assumption with this hand is that I'm gonna win with White Dragon after I pawn and drop the 7, and then, whoa, never mind, I guess. I do not think I'm allowed to call pawn on the 4. That is what I will say. Ooh, scary. If you're paying attention now, you should not drop 9 pin. So unfortunately, if I do draw 9 pin, I have to hold it. But I don't. And with that person losing their dealer seat, and me comfortably in 1st place, as long as I dodge a Mangan from either of these 2, I will keep 1st. So they either have to build Mangan hands and sumo to pass me, or run me directly, which should be unlikely because I'll just play super safe if either of them call Ricci. So they have to build closed high point hands, which is not impossible. I unironically, well, I guess it's not that simple, right? I kind of want to draw 4 pin, drop the 1. Well, no. I want to draw 4 so, and then 4 pin, I guess. This is technically one off of Ricci, and if I can win on the 2-pin, then my hand is viable without calling Ricci. So I can accept I think I'm gonna hold that. It doesn't really change the tiles I can accept. That is fine, because I can discard 7 twice. And if he doesn't Ron me, he doesn't pass me. And if we go to exhaustive draw and he doesn't sumo, I also just win. So that's cool. I can just long hold north and hope people drop more safe tile. He's fighting for it. Drop the 5, right? So I can reasonably guess that 2 will not get me shot. Now we don't have to risk it. We can just double drop 5. I'm fully conceding, by the way. There is no reason at all for me to risk my neck for this. I just need to dodge sumo. Probably gonna drop the shining 5. Thinking about it.
No.
He does take it, which means he should get to 2nd place. He hits the Eurodora, and he claims 2nd place. Wow. Nice easy coasting to 2nd for that guy. A Christmas miracle, perhaps. 2 good scores in Mahjong Soul in a row. Sadly, my match history is still cursed, but you know, such is the game. We do have time for another game, and then I'll call it. I did say 2 or 3. We had 2 relatively short games, so we can go again. Don't mind. We will switch off of Mahjong music for this game though, and go back to YouTube musics. Monica's Music Room is where I'm getting these long looping tracks. It's a JP free use BGM channel as long as you credit them properly. I don't know if I need to do that directly in like the video description, but me just like verbally mentioning it and not claiming it's probably good enough. I'm tiny, so who's gonna hear me anyway? Oh yeah, by the way, this hand is in fact amazing, and I do call pawn on east instantly, and I call Ricci instantly. There's a small world where actually I end up dropping the 2 and 4. I'm supposed to chi this, right? Because my win condition is east anyway. So if someone has to just hold it as a pair in their hand, It's a bad beat. It is simply unlucky because I'm not supposed to. Let me explain my reasoning actually. The 1-3 is already gone. And this is still within the second round of discards, so it's still relatively early enough that I should be able to get East. Ooh, no. That's bad. I'm 3-10. Okay, it's not the end of the world. I'm not gonna call that. The hand is stuck anyway without calling East. So I'm just gonna discard the dangerous tiles and hold the safe ones. Because, without drawing East, I can't do anything anyway. And I think there's a pretty good chance he's holding a pair as well. It doesn't make the chi wrong, though. At least I don't think it does. Because I would have had to pivot my hand to pairs. 3, 3, 4, 4, 3. All the 3s are gone. This should be safe. Yeah, it's contested East pair. Unfortunate. I don't think calling Khan would have fixed my issue though. Oh, I shouldn't drop this because of this guy. I can't drop North either though. Well, I mean, I guess North is better than the 5. So this guy had my East? Interesting. I wonder when this guy decided to fold. He had my East for a long time. Considering I'm going to pretend to believe my East was not double walled and that the Khan would have saved it. I guess we can always go back and check that one with the post game. I kind of really want to drop the 2 first. I consider the green dragon a safer late discard because the shapes are already forming pretty well. It kind of sucks that my hand is built on a contested pair, but this 8 helps. It should be the So tile 9s, I think. Because, think about it, right? It should have just been this 5. It just kind of sucks to drop a 5 so soon, I think. That's why. We can get rid of the pins now, I think. I'm gonna want to get rid of this 4 pretty soon. It seems unnecessarily risky to hold it for much longer. He says as he immediately gets punished for it. I could have gotten rid of the 9 pairs for it. The only other realistic option, I guess. High tier pins are gone. Five passes without issue. Lucky. Means the high tier sows are going to be hard to get rid of. We're only 2 tiles off, so it's not like heaven and earth here. Looking at it this way, if I had kept the 4 or 5, I'd still not be ready-handed. That is my cope. I cannot fathom why you did not call Ricci with that hand. But you do you, my friend. You would have taken Ricci Pinfu as dealer. I don't know. That changes the math. That makes me pivot my hand to being purely green dragon. We are 1 tile off of Ricci, and I don't think I'm supposed to call pawn on the green dragon anymore. Which is really interesting to think about. Well, I can. I would just drop the 5 and the 6. I think I throw this back. Or I throw the green dragons. Simples and green dragon are worth the same amount of points, and I need to find the 6 pin anyway. It's kind of less awkward to fit the 5s with these green dragons. 2 tiles away though. Oh, I'm 1. I did not call Ricci because this hand is worth a Mongon even without calling it. That being said, if I do draw a 4, 3, 3, 3, 3, 2, 2. I think I'm supposed to call Ricci. One, 2, 3, 2. 2 2s are gone. 4 is gone. I have a 5 and a 7. I don't know. There are no 9s gone. I think calling Ricci just scares people for no reason. So I'm gonna wait to call it. Do your spider senses tingle? Do you feel it twitch? I do. I think it's pretty okay to call it now. Because my Ipatsu senses were tingling. I do not switch my weight for that. I lose both Tanyao. I gain Pinfu, but lose Tanyao. I don't think that's worth it. The weight's the same amount of points either way, but like... No one's going for half flush. I don't switch for that 6 either. I think all my Ricci did was exactly what I said it would do, which is just scare more people into conceding. Holy, look at that. White, white, triple south. His hand was cooking. He burnt it. Gamble. Wow. I think I would have dropped... Wow, Khan. This player has a restraint. I think I could have not called Ricci and still gotten the exact same playout. Or maybe I think I would have dropped 7 to wait on the 5 pairs and then hit that way. Not sure. I chose to do the proverbial all-in and scare the rest of the table off of betting, as a poker player would say. The people have interesting discards though, so it's kind of cool. It's probably really worth it to go look at the end of the table to see their hands. We are very close to pairs, although I think if I see East, I'm gonna call pawn. But only for the East. I think otherwise I can still play this close-handed. Missed White Dragon. That would have been 3 tiles, so 1 set off of pair. This is do or die time. I think I'm gonna get rid of the 9 pins to accept the tree of 6, so I think I'm supposed to pawn this now. I'm kind of playing for East again, which means I have to drop the 7s. Those are probably the safest discard I have. It's a pawn or nothing. Yeah, there you go. Oh, there's where the East is. It's walled. Does that mean my 4th copy's walled as well? Whoa, south. Got me south. Okay. I'm not paying your penalty. Don't get me wrong, if I can coast to the 2nd, I'm more than pleased with this game. Those 3s are pretty tempting, but they're kind of hard to use. I will kind of angle my hand towards simples to try and accept it. Never mind. The north pair is exciting, but I can't really use it. That 8 is just about as useless as the 1 is, except the 1 is a Dora tile, so you know.
So I'm writing an essay on cat.
No, we are not. Do you feel the relief? It's a break from the ping-ponging. I've made the executive decision that I cannot hold any pin tiles. Damn. Actually, let's switch. There's more than enough music in Monica's room here. There's plenty of songs in the proverbial jukebox to pick from. Am I going for a straight? Sounds wrong. Also, that's really unfortunate. I can finally kill the North pair. Wahoo. Really just holding the one man because I can either follow cut it or I can draw 2 and cut the 4. Ooh, East pair. I think I'm gonna cut the 1-2 now. I don't know if straight is worth going for. All the 9s are now gone. Yeah, good call. That being said, this lobby is very stubborn at giving away terminal tiles. So I feel like East is already a brick in someone's hand. That being said, I think I'm going to commit to Chiing 2 man and ready waiting on East if I can't have it. I wonder if this person was scared of me doing a half flush play. I'm gonna keep the Dora hidden in my hand. There's no world where it's not a part of my win, so I think it's fine to have it like that. I'm kind of really scared of the 1 because it's not seen yet. Also, I'm Fury 10'd. If I draw the 2. Speaking of, if he can't call it, it's probably safe. And it's still pretty reasonable for me to concede this hand. Like, I just don't drop East. 2 soft clears 5. They're the same kind of tile. Wow. No, it's not late. Never mind. Red Dragon is safe. 2 is safe. Should be safe. 2-5-2. Even if the East shows up now, I shouldn't take it. I'm already in Tenpai, even if I can't actually win with it. Someone else over here had a East in their hand. Probably waiting for East to open up and play aggressively, and they just never saw it. This music is a lot softer. Makes it easier to listen to. That's good. This hand currently lacks a pair. Dora 3 is a huge pickup. We are 1 tile off. The Riichi is absolutely awful, but we are 1 tile off. I see 2 7s discarded, so I'm not gonna gamble on getting a straight here. There goes a 2. Personally, I think I'd rather draw a duplicate of the 1 or 3 than have to drop one of the 9s. Even though in theory all of the 9s are safe to discard right now. There are 3 8s gone. 9 is functionally a dead tile for the entire table. I want to draw 7 man now. Drop a 9 with no hesitation. There are 2 2s and 3 5s remaining. I don't want to call Ricci. I don't know how my hand improves though. But it doesn't have to. There you go. The 4th place divide grows wider. We do not call G. Three is good. I don't know what the Ricci is. Wow, punished for not holding 3. That sucks. Guess you can move towards symbols. I'm gonna drop the 8. Wow, that sucks. I don't even think I'm supposed to call Ricci on this. I'm gonna take my 2 safe 6 discards, and if I draw 2 Mon, then we can talk about calling Ricci. Like this. This is a Ricci worth going into 4th place for. I'm just kidding, by the way. Please don't Ron me. Please, if you're gonna win, win by sumo. Don't Ron me directly. I beg you, please. Please, sumo. I don't want to get Ron'd. I don't. Ron hurts, actually. I only called Ricci so my hand would be valid. Oh god, no. It's not fair. He has all my 7s as well. Man. Despair. And it's worth calling it though. It is very defensible in the court of public opinion. And is worth more than enough points to go for it. Even if it is just a single tile wait for 7 pin in practice. The upside is simply too high. I'm gonna cut the 1-2 shape, they're weaker. I'm already so indexed on red dragon win condition that I am going to call this early. Yay! Kinda sucks that I'm gonna get I'm playing for third here most likely. Unless I can get a Mongon on my up-and-coming dealer turn in the first of South. Which is a position I think is absolute butt cheeks, by the way. Wow, that guy has discarded 2 red 5s. Oh, that is scary. Is he just triples? That answers my question. His hand is just triples. I think I'm supposed to drop 5 because it's guaranteed safe. If I was the person who was in second place, 5 is a correct drop because it's guaranteed to be safe. But because I need to fight for third place, I don't think I'm allowed to do that. I mean, my death is just coming, right? All it takes is any tile that doesn't have duplicates showing is incredibly dangerous because it's his triple. Wow, lucky. Good for you. Successful bomb defusal. This hand is shiny. Actually, this hand is garbage. I got baited. It's half flush pins, but I don't have enough wins to make it realistic. I got baited. My dealer turn has been reduced to nothing. We can still play this hand standard though. I just need to create a new sequence out of thin air. No big deal. Just need to draw 7 man and it's fine. That works too. We're 1 off of Orichi. If it's 7 pin, I feel good about it. If it's not, I think I still call Ricci anyway. I think I'm supposed to drop south and hold the 9, but that's comforting. It makes both of my Ricci's two-sided. I'm gonna kill south and hold white here. Because south, not enough south's worth showing that it's still risky to long keep. I'm gonna hold the white dragon until I can Ricci on it. And I just hope the west is the Urodora, I guess. The perfect world answer is draws 2 man or red 5 man, which is probably in someone else's hand. Calls Ricci. Come on. Wrong red 5. Man. I can't hold that. Anyways, back to my delusion. I draw red 5 Dora, I call Ricci, dropping the white dragon, so I can't have my Ricci stolen from me. It goes around the table, and then I draw 7-pin Sumo. White dragon is completely safe, and west is probably also completely safe all the way down. So I can give up if I want to. The dream has begun. If I'm not dealer, by the way, this is wrong. Even if I do get wronged, I think this is still the correct play to make. 1. Oh, come on. And then I died. 5 is a very scary tile to have to be forced to drop, is all I will say. It's over. Okay, at least I drew safe tiles all the way down. Hello? His weight's like mine? From last round? The triple-sided, but he has a pair in triple in hand.
Imagine being able to build an...
I do not imagine. Imagine dragons, perhaps. Am I 1 tile off? I'm 2 tiles off. I needed 3 and 8. The 4 can go, I guess. It doesn't really help me. The 6. And I got punished again. I should have dropped the ones, because I could have had another open sequence. I tunnel visioned, but I don't think I have enough. Also pairs. I don't have enough like sequences. I need to break probably the 9s. I'm crying. That was my Ricci. Bad Ricci, mind you, but it's still a Ricci, I think. Insanity. Also, what am I talking about? My hand is functionally broken because there are 3 pairs in it. This 2 does not help me. Let's kill the 1 because it's unlikely to become a triple, and I already dropped the 3, so I can't sequence out of it. I was struck by the unlucky. So my hand, which could have finished with the 3, 4, 5 sequence, is bricked. Because I cut the 4 too soon. I should have cut one of my pairs first. Yeah, this hand is doomed, by the way. There's no universe this... Huh. This hand is doomed. There's no universe I get to win. I can be ready though. So that's what I'm probably gonna try and do. That actually helps if I can get the 8. Never mind. Well, good thing I didn't drop the 9, I guess. If I get 4th, I go below 1,000, right? And I should have played my 2 games and then yapped and dailied. I had the hindsight to tell me that me chasing Ricci would have gotten me shot by the other person who also chased Ricci, then I obviously would not have done it. Well, we'll have some fun looking at the match logs here.
G.
This 4 does not help me. So this hand is very awkward, because I want to discard the 8 and the 9, but like, it's so dangerous, realistically. Like this hand just, it looks a lot better than it actually is, because the hand actually is garbage.
G.
I'm gonna try and pass this 9-pin door tile. If I die, I will be moderately disappointed.
大丈夫です。何を捨てたかは分かっていますので。
I called it red, but it was wrong. Man, I wanted him to discard a 7. I kind of just want to throw it back. So I should obviously throw the 3 instead, right? I mean, in theory, the 6 is safe to throw away. But, like... Well, there you go. It's not like this guy's ever gonna give up on whatever he has in his hand. He's all in or bust here. So if he draws the pin tiles, he's kind of cooked. Unless he can win with it. No. So close. He missed sumo. Do I miss dealing in? Wow, that tile is absolutely horrendously ugly. But it's Suji to 1, so I'm not gonna give up on it. Yeah. I need to drop 6. I don't think... And just like that, we are back where we started. There's no evidence for which one is better here, correct? The bot wants to give up entirely. Oh, only one left. Everybody plays 1,000, he gets to deal the turn. Well, that's probably right. But then again, this is a literal coin flip. So the 9s are too far away to be worth anything. The 1s are more recent. He's dropped the 2. I guess if you look at the whole table, the number of 5s and 6s are kind of suspicious. But it's a coin flip that I lost. I think the appropriate answer is to realize I'm tired. The appropriate thing to do is to look at how many rounds are left, realize that it's one that I can probably afford to lose the dealer penalty and it's just fine. But again, it's a literal coin flip, so I don't feel too bad about it. I had a chance to win this one, right? That's why it's yelling at me. No, I don't. Tested East. Just as I thought. Even if he didn't have it, his hand is bricked. When did he draw the East? Ah. So the second I cheat, he decided that he had no skin in the game and conceded. This doesn't matter for me. This one as well. It's no Ricci. No, no, no. They want to discard the 7 instead of the 4, but we can see that there's already a 4 down. So 4 is just safe to get rid of. I don't know. It just doesn't want to Ricci all the way down. Both of my 6s are in the wall. Okay. Yeah. Both of my 6s are in the wall. So that's cool. Doomed and destined for failure. One tile draw off. There's a sumoed Mangan. Repeat threw away. East? Contested East from across the table. He's never gonna drop it. He's going for 7 pairs, I think. That's fine. The only really upset thing I am about with this game is the oops, went too far. This one here. This deal-in. It wants to discard the 8 first. It got punished by drawing the 3. That's fine. It really wants to kill this 1 for some reason. It wants to Ricci right away on I believe it would be 6, 4, 7 weight. I did discard the 6 because this person's also in Ricci and wants the 1. So the bot would have had me deal into an Ipatsu with a Dora tile. This is why you don't trust the bot. All it does is play statistics. Now that I draw the 1s, I do Ricci here because my hand is worth a lot of point. But unbeknownst to me, wow, this guy is cooking. What is that? That's crazy. He has a 1, he's never gonna drop it. He has 2 7s. He has a 4, so I'm a single tile waiting for 2 7s. 1 7 is in the hell wall, so that's bricked. So, oops. My fate is sealed here. the 7 is drawn. This is when I lose. Now I have no way of knowing this guy is 777 and my hand is literally like insolvent. I guess I just shouldn't call Ricci, but this hand is 2 Dora Chase. I can never drop the Dora. I guess I can drop the 4s. But that's that feels like I'm grasping at straws here. I would need to have dropped the 4-4, kept the 6s, and Ricci'd on the 6 to get this guy. But then this guy just wouldn't have dropped his 6.
At least Safe Light can come to
I don't know. This is the only round I have a problem with. Because I already saw the last round is just an unlucky coin flip. Oh well. Movement. Oh well. You win some, you lose some. That is life, right? Any kind of like competitive ranked game, you win some, you lose some. There's probably something to learn from those games, but I have no clue what it is. My match history is looking kind of tragic because my first place rate is non-existent. But we're pretty high up in the Masters round, so I think I can eat like 5 more of those losses and still be, well, I can eat exactly 5 more of those straight losses and be okay. By okay I mean demote on number 5, but surely that will not happen. So yeah, Tuesday. I think TFT patch hits on Tuesday. Either way, it'll be like a normal evening time TFT stream. And then for Tuesday, also happy Nintendo Direct watching to you people who are doing that. That sounds fun. It's not me though. I don't have a Switch. I do want to play Pokemon Champions when it comes out on phones though. So I'll be watching the Direct for that. Wednesday is also TFT. That'll be probably early morning. Thursdays, nothing. Fridays, Mahjong again, most likely at like 4 PM EST maybe. And then Saturday is something like Cave and buy a Steam number go up game to have in my rotation. Or I'll just play like a roguelite I have, like Rabbit and Steel or Eden or something. I don't know. Just chilling. And those are all on Twitch. But every Monday will be probably a Mahjong, like half talk, half update stream. Except this is like 20 minutes of a talk, and then you get the point. Okay, that's all. Movement. Yeah, movement. For you EST people, if you have stuff to do, it's past midnight, so wrap up. It's sleepy time. This is Tujo Oaks out. Goodbye.